Hello, everyone, and welcome to Magic and Musings. My name is Candice, and whether you've been with me for a little bit or you're brand new to the space, welcome here. Here we tend to contemplate and reflect on unraveling from mind, integrating shadow, and cultivating self-awareness, and we do this through the lens of tarot, somatics, which is just another word for nervous system regulation, and self-enquiry or self-actualization. So to open up this, whatever you want to call it, we're just going to do a short somatic practice. It's very, very, very simple. You probably do it every day without even noticing you're doing it. And we're just going to open up the space and then start talking about or tuning into the new moon in Sagittarius, which is happening on the 30th of November / 1st of December, depending on where you're at. So yeah, we're currently in Sagittarius season, and so we'll just see what's come up, what is coming up, what we can expect, or what we might need to be aware of at this time. And this is not in an attempt to tell people what to do or how to go about their lives. It's just to give us another perspective on how to navigate things that are a little bit challenging, or to cultivate more self-awareness when things are really can be really volatile, especially with what's happening in the world right now. But yeah, and that was a nice big sigh to segue us into doing a somatic practice. So if you have your feet free or you feel comfortable to, just grounding your feet on the floor, flat on the floor if you can. This desk is very awkward for me, so I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground. But the whole point is just to come into a space of relaxation and being still. So pausing, doing that one thing that society kind of goes against, is just taking a pause, resetting, going within, being still. We're so in the habit of doing that being is damn near impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but we have this mindset that that it's impossible, or that we have to put aside time, quote unquote time, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm doing the air quotes, time to chill, essentially. And it's kind of back-asswards if you think about it. Making time to being, it doesn't sound right, and it definitely doesn't feel right. So we're always in a constant flux of emotions, thoughts, feelings, energy, and so we navigate okay, what's going on? Not speaking. We navigate nervous system regulation with that in mind. So let's shut up and get comfy. So if you're sitting in a chair, just feeling yourself soften into it, melting into it, feeling the support. You can shut your eyes if you feel comfortable to, and well, taking some damn deep breaths. Now, this is very interesting. I just want to speak to this before I stop speaking, and give us a moment of silence. But the energy has been quite chatty. I recorded a Sagittarius season, happy birthday to the Sagittarians video yesterday, and the energy was quite hyperactive. So bringing this through to today's episode is very, very interesting to me. So I'm just witnessing that and taking some deep breaths. So just softening more with every exhalation, really focusing on the out. And inviting any sound that wants to come in. And I want to speak to this in a moment as well. I'm just taking one last deep belly breath in, and I'm about to sneeze. So excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Just bringing your awareness back to the screen. And if your eyes are shut, slowly bringing your eyes open. So I was speaking about sound before, and I don't know if you've ever noticed this. When you just randomly throughout the day, you do a big sigh or a big inhalation, exhalation, and it follows through with a sigh, like a deep sigh. That is your body's way of regulating itself without us even really knowing. That fact is sound is another way of regulating our nervous system. So we can do things like vooing, which is a somatic practice. So it's like the om sound, except it's a voo sound. So and I was listening to a part of an interview with Angelina Jolie, and I don't pay a lot of mind to celebrities and things like that, but the interview was really interesting because there was a remarkable difference in her demeanor, and she was talking about the movie that I think she's either recently done, I'm not sure if it's released yet, called Maria, and in that role she portrayed Malia, I believe her name was Maria Callas, and who's an opera singer. And she was talking about this, what I pulled from it was the fact that learning how to use your voice in that way is very regulating. It's a nervous system regulation. Same with, and you know, there's been a lot of debate with what's going on in New Zealand at the moment, but the haka, it is a yes, it's a tribal war dance, but it is a way for those men to regulate themselves before a game. I don't know if anyone's ever like figured that out. It's a nervous system regulation practice, and same with when we're doing sacred rage practices. It's just like that primal scream that it is a way for our bodies to regulate. So never poo-poo things like that where, you know, people are finding different ways to regulate their nervous system, because it's like whatever works for one person is not going to work for the next. So you've got to find your own type of practices. And I find that the when you do that exhale just randomly throughout the day, especially if you've got kids, it's just like, ugh. I don't know if you do that. I do that all the fucking time. That's a way for me to regulate very quickly, because you know, when you're a parent or you're in that time of day where everything's like busy, you know, it's just a natural thing that occurs within the body. So pay mind to those things. Pay attention to the ways in which your body naturally regulates itself. And the way to do that is just to slow down, is to be mindful of the thoughts, be mindful of thoughts in the way of feelings and emotions too, because they are all thought. You know, we think of it as mind thought, but it's, anyway, not going to go into that in this video. But yeah, sound is a great way to regulate ourselves as well. So, which is I'm not sure why that is being spoken to today, but it's very, very curious, because I feel like our voice is going to be quite important. So it'll be interesting to see if that comes through the cards, but excuse me. So, you know, when we do releases, like, I don't know if you've seen many people do releases where they're releasing through, you know, burping and things like that. It's just a way for, it's a way for us to release energy. But what was I talking about? Where were we going with that? Yeah, the throat chakra. So there's been a lot of emphasis on the throat chakra and healing that or releasing that or shifting energy from the throat chakra so that we can speak our authentic truth. So yeah, that's very interesting. But let me know if you have any, if you do nervous system regulation or you do things that you've just noticed brings you into a state of peace, into a state of calm, like that some people might find a little bit different. Let me, or whatever, if you do meditation, if you do movement like dancing as a somatic practice, let me know in the comments what it is that you do to regulate yourself, because as I said, one way is not going to suit everybody. So, you know, if we can help each other by expressing what each other does, we can go, oh, okay, I'll try that method and see if it works for me. Rah, rah, rah. Yep. Okay, you see what I mean? This energy is chatty as hell. Kind of not surprised with the Sagittarius energy, if I'm going to be honest. It is a fire sign, but I do find Sagittarians to be very chatty signs. Sagittarius and Gemini, quite chatty. So yeah, it's like, and when I was doing the Sagittarius read, it was like, bitch, breathe. You know, are you breathing even? Like, slow down. It's this witnessing of this fast-paced chatter. So there's this need to pull back a bit. We are also in Mercury retrograde, so pulling back, assessing, things like that. Okay, let's just get with the cards, pull some cards, see what's going on, and have a chat. So what is going on in current energy for the collective? What flipped over? 5 of Cups. Let's get 2 more. So there's some sort of disappointment, which, I mean, on a global scale, there are people that are not happy. I'm hearing a glass half full. Okay, we've got 10 of Swords, Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we've got 10 of Wands. Interesting. So bottom of the deck, so this is the overall energy, is 10 of Wands showing up in the reverse here. We've got 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. So we're moving out of this energy of burden, this energy of despair. We've also got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So with the 5 of Cups, this is about, you know, some sort of disappointment, some sort of sadness. And if you can see in the card, there's 2 cups behind. So it's like we're so focused on like that idea of spilt milk that we're not seeing the other 2 cups that are still standing. We're not seeing the other 2 possibilities, which was right there, right? Well, it's like we've got these blinkers on. Blinkers? Is it blinders? Whatever those things are called. And we're not even looking out into you know, the landscape out into the city. We are so focused on these spilled cups. You know, this could be something that happened 3 years ago, or something that has, or 3 months ago. Yeah, we're just looking down. I don't know if you can actually see her expression in this card. She's not even looking ahead. So there's definitely this energy of disappointment, of sadness, of grief even. But the number 10 is very, very significant. So 10-10, you could be seeing 10-10. But 10 is the number of completion. So whatever the sadness or despair is, there's this moving out of it, this moving on from it, I should say. Or a need for it. A need to move out of this energy. So what do we've got? We've got fire, we've got water, and we've got air as well. And so with the Knight of Wands, this is an energy of, well, with it being in the reverse, it's an energy of being unfocused. It's an energy of perhaps not even having like motivation, lack of motivation. There is some energy of self-sabotage here as well, with the 10 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 10 of Wands, all in the reverse. So there's the sense of this heaviness. This, yeah, interesting. I do get that. On a global scale, I can understand that. But as with the Five of Cups, I mean, is it all doom and gloom? Are we so caught up in this perception, this idea of burden and despair and grief, that we're not actually seeing any opportunities for change, or any, 5 being the number for change, any opportunities to, you know, course correct that Knight of Wands, because we're so much in our feels about it. There is a lot of fire energy here, so this could be, you know, this is an energy of lack of motivation, or also could be expressing anger, aggression, frustration. Let's clarify. What do we want to clarify with this? Yeah, there's a need to let go here. I was releasing before. There's a need to let go of either a mindset, or a behavior, or a belief even. Can be a lot of emotion here too with the Five of Cups. Need some clarity on current energy. Yeah, there's that throat thing. And sounds like my voice is changing. Bruh. 5 of Cups. Five of Cups. I mean, what the... and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So it's like this energy of not being happy with the result, not being happy with the way something has gone. I'm raising my eyebrow right now if you're listening to the podcast, because this is like so weird. Yeah, there's this energy of hopelessness, if I've got to say that, like deep despair. Scheiße. Let's switch it up and get, what do we want? It's like something, there was like an expectation of something going a certain way, and it hasn't gone that way, and now we're in the feels about it. Like, for some, you know, struggling to even get out of bed. Feeling very hopeless. Feeling drained for some. Feeling out of control. Feeling like you've got like the world on your shoulders. But having some of these cards in the shadow is, this is internalized. It's not a perspective of the masses, it's a perspective of a particular collective. So we've got growth, power, shift. So it seems there's been a shift in power. I mean, there's literally the cards are there. I did see healer on the bottom as well. So this is a time for growth. But it's not being perceived that way. It's not being perceived this way. This is an energy of just being down in the damn dumps. So yeah, there is an opportunity here for us to look at the other two, cups and go, okay, what can I learn from this? Or what if I took a moment to even just contemplate the possibilities of what those other two cups could be? I don't know why I'm hearing the words union. Like Two of Cups, the Two of Cups card is a card of union. Unity. So there's a possibility for unity, but we're not focused on that. We're too focused on the fact that our wishes essentially were not granted. There is also a very interesting story about wealth not being received because of this shift. Okay, let's put this on the side. Yeah, these cards are pretty self-explanatory, hey? Let's get some cards for Obstacles. What are the obstacles? What's holding us back from moving forward, moving out of this energy? Yeah. Perseverance, persistence. Rest and truth. Also, collaboration. Boundaries. And here the Knight of Pentacles showing up. So we've got Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. And when it's read in the obstacles, I read it as a reverse. So there is a need to chill the fuck out. There is a need to rest. There's a need to I'm also seeing the Hangman with this card. Just gain a different perspective, but from a space of rest. Yeah. There's something here about patience and waiting for, I'm hearing the ball to drop, waiting for clarity to come in, waiting for, or being open and receptive to the truth with the Ace of Swords here. Because there's some kind of deception here with the Seven of Swords. Where was that? Did see the Seven of Swords before. I don't know what I did with it. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this idea that in the reverse anyway, this idea that that all is lost. You know, there's the sense of giving up, but I guess yeah, there's definitely frustration here as well, like losing hope, losing faith. Yeah, so that's what's holding us back, is this idea that things aren't going to work out in our favor, things aren't going to resolve itself, and there's this restlessness that is going to create an obstacle for us to actually move out of this space. With the Four of Swords here. Like there's so this is the Four of Swords card, and she's holding her tummy, she's holding her head. It's come in the obstacles, it's come out in the reverse. But this is just an energy of for some it could be making you physically ill. Like the stress of this, the burden of this. There could be, you know, physical manifestations of this, whatever this is going on here. Possibly a bit burnt out as well. Like if you've been putting a lot of energy into this, you know, feeling really burnt out. So yeah, there's a need to take some time out, to recover, to heal. I did see that healer card. Self-care or nervous system regulation, you know, if that's something that aligns with you. But really just coming back to finding the peace within, you know, finding finding your sense of self, discovering your sense of self, like figuring out who you are outside of all these things that are happening external to you, you know? Yeah, there's like this sense of overthinking this, really overthinking this with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups twice. Let's get some more. All right, clarify the obstacles. So 4 of Wands, the Fool. So 4 of Wands usually speaks of celebration, and I'm getting with it being in the obstacles, there's this almost this emphasis on a lack of, like, not being able to celebrate something, not being able to I'm hearing not being able to win. Why is that? Let's show you the card. 4 of Swords. Oh, 4 of Wands, sorry. And then we've also got the Fool, which is usually speaking to just stepping into the unknown. And I guess leaving all cares behind, but it's hard to shift from being so drawn into what we're perceiving, like the external, that letting go and like letting go of control, the perception of control, letting go of the perception of control is so difficult. Like, we just cannot let go because we're so ingrained, we're so programmed to a certain narrative that even the thought of like releasing a little bit of control sends people down a little bit of a spiral. So this is what's holding us back, is and when I say us, I'm speaking to whatever collective is tuning into this. So we're speaking about the new moon in Sagittarius energy, a time for setting new intentions and new beginnings, and it's matched with the sign of Sagittarius, which is a sign of expansion and travel and bigger, broader thought and awareness. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which again is a planet of expansion. So there isn't a deep opportunity here for us to see a different perspective, to move down a different pathway. Pluto is in Aquarius. All these things are happening for us, not to us. But if we are stuck in this state of despair and state of feeling burdened by whatever's going on, you're not going to see these other opportunities for healing or growth. You're not going to see opportunities to celebrate something. So there is a need to let go. There is a need to heal. There is a need to step out of that space. How you're going to do it, that's up to you. Like, I'm hearing you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So this is about opening up the possibilities to the unknown. And I feel like those 2 cups, because this card has come out twice, that's the unknown. Let's get some cards on that. Tell us about the obstacles. knowledge. Knowledge is power. So this is about, well, clarity, finding the truth, actually doing your due diligence and informing yourself. Either this will come, depending on what your situation is, either you need to go out there and look into these opportunities, or need to be open to have that happen organically, to see a different perspective other than your own, to practice being, how does that want to be said? Practice having a beginner's mind. So always being open to learning something new, even if it goes against what we think we know, which is full energy, right? Anything else? Yeah, so for some, we need to connect with nature and get out into nature. And there's also this travel card. So as I said, Sagittarius is the card, or is a sign of travel. So, you know, for some you may be traveling or just seeing a different way of life, I'm hearing. You know, for some you might be at a crossroads with something. Even this nature spirits kind of looks like a crossroads, like a pathway. There's something about heart healing here that needs to take place as well. But there's this energy of being at a crossroads. If it's not physical travel that you're doing. But that card speaks to Jupiter energy, Sagittarius energy, expansion, getting out of your particular perceptions and your filter, the way you see the world, like expanding out and trying to see how the other lives is what is kind of brewing in there. But I think this is part of the knowledge, like this is the deeply about perception and how does this want to be expressed? And now I'm hearing like the shoe on the other foot. It's this just regulating here. Yeah, it's about looking up, you know, looking up, looking forward and getting out of our own heads. Seeing how others view the world. We might actually learn something about other people's experiences, other people's perceptions, and being okay with the fact that not all of us are going to feel the same things and believe the same things and want to operate in the same way. Like, this is what makes us beautifully human, you know, is having different sets of values, having different perspectives. So this is about expanding your perspective, expanding your knowledge base on what you think you know. All right. What are some words of advice other than what's already been said? You need to see through the illusion. I've got the Magician here. It's come out in the reverse. Find work-life balance. I've also got the 10 of Cups in reverse. This energy, so 10s are playing a massive role here. This may have been something to do with October as well. But yeah, there's this need to see through a illusion. As we were saying before, like this perspective. A filter. I like to call them filters, how we see the world. And with the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse, this is about coming into balance with balancing wealth and peace of mind. Like work-life balance for some, finding work-life balance. But it's more about the... This is more about finding harmony within your day-to-day. So perhaps you were so focused on an outcome that any other information or any other kind of perceptions or ideas were shunned. Because we were deep in this illusion of something here. Perhaps a distribution of wealth with the Queen of Pentacles. You know, perhaps also some how does that want to be said? Unrealistic expectations. With all of these cards here, particularly 10 of Cups. Like, whatever this illusion is, it's created some kind of disharmony, maybe arguments. There's also this energy of, how does that want to be said? Like not seeing your full potential, like not being in your full potential. All these cards coming out in reverse. Let's get some clarity. Clarify the support, guys. Ace of Wands. So focusing on the way to step out of this is to focus on what lights you up, the things that inspire you, the things that make you feel like in the 10 of Cups energy, you know, getting out of this state of mind. Whether that's, you know, being with family or I'm getting the bottom as well. 6 Seven of Swords. Did I not say that before? Seven of Swords. It's coming out here now. It's been drawn to pull that card. So this is about something that's been taken away from you. Something that's been taken away. Why is this coming up here? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Oh, damn it. Wow. Oh, I might swap decks because all of those cards just fell on the damn floor. Yeah, so to clarify the support and the guidance here with the Ace of Wands, I'm also getting being in the state of restfulness, being in the state of stillness, burning through all these webs of thought that are not helping us. Like disentangling from the senses, I'm also seeing here. Disentangling from the senses, sense perceptions. So, you know, how we filter the world because of our senses, like what we see and what we hear and what we taste and what we feel is like, we are not the body, but because we believe we are the body, anything that is perceived through our senses can derail us from our peace. I hope that makes sense. Not everybody will understand it, and that's okay, but it needs to be said because that's what's coming through. Nine of Swords. So Seven of Swords to clarify Nine of Swords. So it's like, okay, there's this perception of this energy of feeling like something was taken away from you, and there's a lot of anxiety around it. So this is completely separate from the support, the guidance here, but it's very interesting that I was drawn to pull that Seven of Swords and now the Nine of Swords, the card of anxiety, of anxiousness and, you know, overthinking, because it's swords, is showing up here. Anything else? It's like this refusal for a rebirth with the Death card in reverse, this refusal to move forward. This heartbreak, feeling like you're being stabbed in the back, but justice is here. This could be something to do with a legal situation. Whether this is an actual like heartbreak, as in a relationship, I'm not too sure. I don't feel like it is, but for some it might be. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles showing up again. So we've got Hangman in reverse, needing to change your perspective. Queen of Pentacles again, needing to balance out. And Ace of Cups, seeing the opportunities. Being open to emotional fulfillment. I'm going to leave that one there. Let's get some more on current energy. Okay, this is now the second deck that is slipping through the hands. So there's this energy of thinking that something has slipped through the fingers, slipped out of the hands. I'm hearing scatteredness. Okay, give us some more support. Anything, any guidance? What do we need to know? So we've got the Lovers card, Gemini energy, and we've got the Ten of Wands in the reverse again. What the hell? You need to make a decision with the Lovers card here. You need to make a decision on whether you're going to continue in this energy of feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you've lost control, feeling overburdened, feeling like you've got to do too much also. There's a need to bring this into harmony, or yourself into harmony. There's a need to be in balance. I'm just seeing that yin and yang symbol. So even though it's the Lovers card, it doesn't necessarily mean literal lovers. It's a, and I said that before, it's a union, it's a unity, a union of two opposing energies. I'm also hearing compassion. I'm seeing compassion there. If you look, their hands are on each other's hearts. This is feeling compassionate, understanding. Where's that card? Did I put it back? Understanding that everybody has a different viewpoint and perspective. Like that it's okay to not have the same opinions as others. New Moon Sagittarius. Tell us more about New Moon Sagittarius. I'm hearing that song, She's So Lucky, Britney Spears. Jupiter energy, which it is. So yeah, good luck. Good luck. And with that Justice card here, did I put that back too? Things are going to be coming into order. Seeing talisman and also friendship. Again with that crossroads. Talisman. So this is about protection. This is also about opening new doors. So new things are being opened. This could be about friendship. This could be about coming into union with the two arrows. They're coming into union. I'm hearing meeting of minds. New doors being unlocked. New possibilities and opportunities being unlocked. I feel like there's so much opportunity here. There's Ace of Wands. We've got the talisman. There was Ace of Cups as well. Ace of Swords. There are all these opportunities. However, there's this energy of just being stuck in a particular mindset. And coming into new moon, this is an opportunity to shift that. We had that at the start with the power shift. Well, it was growth. Growth is happening whether you like it or not. And I feel like those that oppose this change, those that oppose this shift of growth, of healing that needs to happen with the healer card here, and it being Sagittarius energy and it being all these things, you're going to be met with more resistance. You're going to be met with more suffering. This is need, and this interesting. I'm getting divine feminine here. There's this need to really lean into divine feminine energy, which is about collaboration, which is about connection, which is about vulnerability. And we've got the Death card. And this is about releasing and detaching from, unhooking from belief systems that are not aligning with us anymore. Because that which does not work needs to be let go of so that new things can come in. Guides. We had that in yesterday's read, I think. And divinity. Interesting. Death, guides, and divinity. Letting go of the ways that how does this want to be expressed? I'm hearing letting go of the mind, but I don't think a lot of people understand that. It's about really just deprogramming yourself and letting go of certain belief systems that have held us back and taken us away from ourselves and taken us away from who we really are. Because at the core, we are one consciousness. So whatever this is that is happening here, it's a distraction. It is a bloody distraction. And it's worked for a very long time. But it's like there's this hardcore message that this needs to end. We've had death card twice. We've got tens 3 times. So tens is the number of completion in the tarot. So whatever this is needs to end. Whatever this mindset is needs to end, or we cannot move forward. What else do we want? Where are we at? Actually, we'll just pull some more cards, see what's going on. I just saw the butterfly metamorphosis card. I think it's metamorphosis in this deck. It might be transformation. Seeing labyrinth journey. Show us what we need to see. Need to focus. Need to focus. Possibility. Global possibility. Unlimited potential. Let's get one more. Clarify, focus. Okay, focus on relationships. And I feel like that is also interesting. Relationship with yourself as well as others. And what was wanting to be, what was thought but then was said early on was the red thread of fate. So this needs to happen. Infinity symbol, which is also yin and yang energy. And it's interesting that this also has that growth symbol on it. Yeah. So yeah, focus on relationships, connections, and focus on having some freaking fun with, hello, Ace of Wands. Focus on having fun and just lightening up a bit. it's not all doom and gloom. There are two other possibilities there. I mean, within the card, but there's more than one opportunity. There's literally multiple aces that have come out here. I also did want to pull from the Star Codes deck. Yeah, so this shift is happening whether you like it or not. It's been happening for a long time energetically. And again, partnership on the split. And clarify at the bottom. So I feel like in general, what's happening is we're coming into a space of focusing on connections. We literally had that. Focusing, it doesn't have to be a relationship, focusing on connecting with people. And how do we connect with people? We have conversations. Like, this has been something I've been harping on about like for a week or two now. Is connecting, like really connecting, and not just connecting with people that we have things in common with or who validate our perceptions and our filters. This is about connecting with people who are from a completely different I'm hearing way of life, but have a completely different perspective to you. And we don't have to agree with what everybody says, but, you know, we're not a one-dimensional... What is with my cards falling on the fucking floor today? Discomfort. Discomfort is a given when we go through a period of shifting. It's a given. There's going to be, so if that's what is happening here, if you're feeling, because of whatever this shift is, you're feeling uncomfortable, be with that. The invitation is to be with that. This is how we regulate. This is how we open up to new possibilities, to the unknown, is to actually process our freaking emotions. In whichever ways that works for you. We've got Taurus energy, cultivate. Might read what that says, but I feel like this is about, the Taurus card is about yeah, not only cultivating connections with yourself, but cultivating connection with your environment. So this card is speaking about, how does this want to be said? Like perception and how does this want to be said? Like cultivating practices that calm your nervous system, regulate your nervous system, bring you peace of mind. Whether that is within your connections or within yourself. We've also got Mercury messages. We are literally in Mercury retrograde right now. So you may be, you may be receiving, if you're open to it, if you allow yourself the space, you'll be receiving messages about, some things that have been perhaps happening on a very unconscious level. or about some type of conflict. And I'm getting in this card like conflict between light and dark. Very interesting. And we've also got strength, right? So during this time, there's a need to I might actually read that card a little bit. I have number a year, number 2. Again with the 2s. Okay, let's read. Work with the metaphor of gardening. Plow the ground, plant the seeds, nurture the crops with water and fertilizer, and protect those crops from predation. Grow roots rather than travel. Investigate what concrete form your project should take and the next practical steps in that direction. Appreciate the senses. Notice what you see, smell, hear, feel, taste. Did I say that all? Use the senses to be in the present moment and let time flow by. Cuddle, feed. And it's interesting that it's talking about senses, because we're literally just said we're not the body, we're not the senses. You know, because for a lot of us, we use the senses to kind of guide our experience. But what I feel, I mean, in the context of how I read these cards anyway, this is just cultivating self-awareness, cultivating stillness. Taurus is a sign of groundedness and, yeah, you know, fixed nature. So for me, that's saying focusing on the here and the now, focusing on the present moment, and being, you know, a little bit stubborn in that respect as well. Interesting that we've got the bullseye focus and then we have the Taurus card with the bull. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So just, I mean, essentially focusing on the here and the now. And having some freaking fun. Having some fun. Like lighten up. This is some heavy ass energy happening here. A lot of heavy energy. So, you know, work on cultivating self-awareness, work on coming into being more present, as in practicing presence more often, and just being that full energy of just trusting that everything is going to be taken care of. You know? Like the fool's journey. Just know that everything is going to be okay. It might not seem like that, but everything is going to be okay. All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. We've gone over an hour. Thank you so much for being here and listening to some perspectives, because these are always only ever perspectives. Let me know in the comments if this resonated at all. If some of it is just like, I don't understand what the F you're saying. Let a girl know. Like, share, and subscribe if it so resonates with you. Other than that, I will catch you in the next video. Take care. Enjoy new moon. And be present. Like, be super, super present, you know? All the time. And it's very, very possible. Okay, I'm gonna start rambling soon, so I'm gonna go. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.